Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be introducing you to my hedgehog, which is my newest pet. I actually got him on May 17th, which was the day before my sister's birthday, which is why I remember it. Yeah, that's the little guy. Let me put some toys back up here so he can feel a little bit more comfortable.
I made all of these. Let me know if you all want tutorials.
So I basically had this little guy for almost a month. I hate making meet my pet videos immediately after getting them. To me, it kind of feels like announcing like a pregnancy the second you find out. I think there is benefit just to waiting in things and seeing how to play out. I did announce it on my community post, and I think I did some live streams with him just so people were updated and they knew what was going on. This is a species that I've never owned before. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm still a little nervous around handling him, but I think we're getting there, and I've really enjoyed owning him so far. I really wish you would please show yourself. You can participate in the video for a few minutes, and then I'm going to let you sleep in a few more minutes, okay? It's nighttime. You're supposed to be active anyways. So I guess we can start with a story about how I got him. He was actually a rehome from like my local Craigslist. I actually saw the ad for him originally that the breeder had posted. It was a backyard breeder, and she said that she had 3 hedgehogs available, and this was one of them, and he was the only male. And I saw him, and he just really tugged at my heartstrings, but I didn't want to support a backyard breeder. And I saw him for a couple of weeks, and I still really liked him, so I thought I would just message her just to find out on the off chance that maybe she kind of knew what she was doing, and maybe it wasn't as bad of a situation. So I messaged her. She was really nice, but sadly, I just don't think she was as educated on hedgehogs, and I really didn't want to support someone who wasn't breeding pedigreed hedgehogs. And I was kind of running through the decision, but before I even really had the chance to make a decision, he ended up being reserved by a lady. Yeah, I wasn't able to get him then. When she initially posted the ad, he was only a couple weeks old, and he's still about a month out from being ready, so she's just taking deposits in order to reserve the hedgehog then. So a couple weeks later, when he was actually ready to go home, the same breeder actually ended up reposting this hedgehog because a person that had paid a reservation fee had backed out. And then I saw the ad again, and I was like, I really like this hedgehog. Maybe this is a sign that I should get him. Hi, that was so cute. So I thought even though he was a backyard breeder, the fact that I've literally seen the same hedgehog twice, and I really wanted him, and the first time I really regretted the fact that I didn't get him, maybe I should just reach out. So again, I reached out, I talked to her. I wasn't thrilled at the idea of supporting a backyard breeder, and it was also during my finals week of college, so it was all really intense. So in the end, I decided that even though I loved him and I was so glad I saw him again, that it just wasn't the right time. So I kind of didn't really think about it. I was a little bit sad, and I wasn't actively looking for any more pets or anything like that. So then my semester had ended, and literally I think the day after all my classes had ended, I saw another post for the same hedgehog. And it turns out that the person who had purchased him from the breeder decided a few weeks later that this wasn't the right pet for her and her family, and that she was just too overwhelmed with her kids, and she was looking to rehome him. Initially, there was a really high rehoming fee because she was trying to give all his supplies away with him. So initially, she was asking a $750 for him. I liked him and I saw him, but I didn't bother reaching out because I didn't have that much money. And again, I wasn't actively looking for a pet. I kind of watched the ad for a couple of weeks, and the price slowly started dropping down, and then it finally was at a point that I could afford and I was comfortable paying. You're being so cute. I wish you would show this cuteness on the camera. I'm also so annoying when it comes to purchasing animals, which I think you guys would find ironic because I really love my pets and I love animals. But when I'm purchasing them, I like to be very passive and not really take an active approach, because I feel like if an animal is meant to be mine and ends up in my home, it's going to happen regardless. So I was kind of talking to her. I was telling her that I was a little bit interested. We kind of negotiated a price. And then I asked her if she'd be willing to deliver him to me. And he was about 40 minutes away, so I knew it was kind of a long shot. And I was totally expecting her to say no. And then she even offered to deliver him to me. And I was like, you know what? At this point, this is a sign that I really have to get him and that he's meant to be in my home. So yeah, that's how I ended up getting him. I saw him on my classifieds 3 different times, and it finally worked out. I'm so glad. It's not my hedgehog, and I'm scared to touch it.
You're a lot bigger than I expected, but that's okay. So am I. We can be chunky boys together.
So I got a hedgehog today. I love him. I've been telling my mom I'm getting one, and I've been telling her, and she just doesn't believe me. So we're about to FaceTime her and get their reaction. I don't recommend buying an animal without telling your parents, especially if you live with your parents, but I'm scared.
I don't think she's gonna pick up.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
Oh, I have to go do my math homework.
Hi, dear.
Hi. I decided to FaceTime you with my hedgehog. I don't know if you'd prefer it without. Would you like to say anything to my YouTube followers? I told you I was getting one.
hedgehog வாங்கியிருக்கான்.
Get
அப்பா
the
உத வாங்க
stuff
போறான்னு
in
சொல்றான்.
Daddy, come see it. Wait, come see it.
என்ன காமிச்சி?
Can you please give the phone to him, please?
அப்பா பிஸியா ஏதோ கோடிங் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான்.
So this is my hedgehog. His name is Quilson. Do you like him? And I have another one, okay? And then this is my other hedgehog, and his name is undecided. I told you guys this entire time. I was like, I'm getting a hedgehog when you're coming back, and nobody believed me. He's so cute, Mommy. Look at him. Come on.
I was doing homework all day, and then she comes home, and what am I supposed to say? Look at his face, Amma.
It's so cute, Mommy. Look, he's literally the cutest thing in the world.
Amma?
I didn't know he said no. I did it. I get the words mixed up a lot. They kind of sound similar.
Yeah, I checked. Everything's locked.
Okay.
He's a little bit huffy and a little bit sassy. As you guys can tell, he did bite me once. I think it's because my hand smelled like mealworms, so I'm not holding it against him. But yeah, he's really good. He's very sweet once he's awake, and he doesn't huff once he's awake. No, I'm just talking about how sweet you are. I also have to build up my confidence. What is on your chin? You got a little wart, buddy. I was also never owned a hedgehog before, so a lot of it is just me building up my confidence to hold him. My sister is so much better. I swear they've already bonded a lot more than me and him have. I'm also still figuring out my care for him because, again, it's a completely new species and it's very different to any of the other animals I've owned before. So I'm trying to figure out a setup that works. I'm not sure exactly how old he is. I assume he's under 6 months. I also am not sure what his coloring is because he didn't come from an official breeder. But from my understanding, I'm pretty sure he's a blaze with eyeliner. But don't quote me on that. I think he's super pretty. His quills are super black. I love you so much. I really do, puppies. This is what he looks like. He has eyeliner on both eyes and he has this adorable little white stripe down his face. I also love hedgehogs because they kind of look like they don't have legs when they're sitting, and then when they want to walk, they just like completely. I wish he would show you and cooperate. They kind of just squat and you don't really see their legs, and then as soon as they start moving, they like expand, and then their legs get so long, and I think it's so cool. Do you see this, Bubs? What do you think about this? It's also no offense, but he's probably one of like the more dumb animals that I own. He's smarter than a lot of hedgehogs, I think, because he's never like actively walked off a surface before, but yeah, they're just not that smart, which I think is a lot of the species, because I know like a name, we went back and forth. I made the mistake, I feel like I always do this, where I don't pick a name soon enough, and then we kind of start calling him a name as a joke, and it ends up sticking. So my sister said that we had to name him Obama. I don't know where she came up with that. Like, none of us are even that political and like Obama. I mean, I like Obama, but like, not enough to name a pet after him. Yeah, I guess his name is Obamacare, because we thought it was funny. I think we're probably going to choose a more official name as well. I really like the name Carlos. I also like Taro. Someone suggested that. I also like Henry. Also like Quilber and Quilliam. I think those are really cute. I have a really hard time picking. Names. So if y'all have any suggestions or tips, I will gladly take them.
Come here, be in my video. Be my video, cute boy.
I know a lot of people get concerned whenever pet tubers start buying new pets. I just want to say that the last pet I purchased was my Leachianus gecko, and I got him back in August. So from August of 2020, I haven't purchased any pets, and I got him in May of 2021. So it's been nearly a year. I also have been researching hedgehogs for quite a long time. I spent a lot of my spare time researching animals, so it definitely wasn't an impulse purchase. I think there's a lot of different things when you're owning an animal in practice versus what you're researching. So I'm still figuring a lot of things out, and that's why I don't really feel comfortable to be giving other people advice or doing care videos or anything like that. I'm happy to share the things I'm doing for him and the things that I find work, but as for giving other people advice and critiquing other people's care, I don't really feel like I'm at that point yet. He's literally so cute. I love him so much. I also don't have as many animals as people seem to think that I do. I have 9 pets total. Excuse me. I have a pet room tour / meet all my pets video that should be coming out right after this one, and I go more in depth on each of my animals.
But I have 4 sugar gliders, 2 rabbits, 1 dog, 1 gecko, and now 1 hedgehog.
So 9 pets is a lot of pets, especially for the average person. But I've been acquiring these animals over years. I got my first of my current pets. This is my Chihuahua, who I got when I was 14. So it's been nearly 6 years of me getting these animals, and they've all kind of become part of my routine, and it doesn't really feel like work. A lot of times people will ask me questions like, how often do you clean the litter boxes? Or how often do you clean the sugar glider's cage? And I literally can't tell you because it's just like so ingrained into my daily life. And I'm just so used to doing the thing, so it doesn't feel like a big change. That's usually when I buy a new pet, is when I feel like all my current pets have like ingrained into my routine and I have time to like actively dedicate memory to one of my other pets. I'm also really happy with how all my animal setups are and everything like that. I feel like everyone has really great enclosures, and I'm not looking to do any upgrades for any of my older pets. Since I just did get my hedgehog, he's currently in a wire cage that's about 5 square feet. It's a very simple cage. I think long term I'd love to do a bioactive hedgehog setup because I feel like naturalistic setups are the way to go for all animals, including mammals. Just to be honest, I haven't found an enclosure that I really like for the price point I'm looking at. I kind of have the IKEA Detolf as a backup option if I don't find anything better. I just feel like it's a little bit long and awkward for the room that I would like to have it in. I would love to do like a Zen habitats for him, but those are just kind of expensive. Also, with bioactive setups, it is slightly more difficult to monitor things like their poop, so I feel better having him in a smaller wire cage setup for now, so I get used to him and his behavior. And once I'm more comfortable with things, I can move him into a larger setup. For diet, he gets some live mealworms every single day, and I'm feeding him the Spikes Ultra Premium Hedgehog food. Again, this is just what I'm feeding. I've heard some pretty contradictory information. I'm eventually going to be doing a mix. I'm just slowly acquiring different brands and doing my research, but so far the Spike seems to be going well. He was previously on a Rachel Ray brand of cat food, which wasn't the worst, but it's also not the best. I've slowly been transitioning him off of that onto the Spikes, and I'm going to be adding in more foods to create the mix. So yeah, that's my little hedgehog. I guess his name is Obama. Let me know if you guys have better names, because I feel kind of ridiculous having a hedgehog named Obama. Next, I just have a little quick clip of this really cool water bottle product that I was sent and I wanted to show off. A lot of y'all ask why I don't post more on my YouTube, and you really want me to post more. The truth is, I have to work a lot so I can make money to support my animal addiction, and companies like these and products that are sent really do help out. So if y'all are able to watch, that would help a ton. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to show off the hedgehog cage, so y'all can stay tuned for that. And the vlog is cute. You guys get to see Coco. Like, please watch it. I absolutely love taking Coco to pet-friendly stores, but it's something that I don't do much in the summer, partly because of just how hot it is. And if ever I do have to do it, it usually requires a lot of prep on my part. And this water bottle helps a ton. So I have a ton of different companies reach out and wanting me to feature their products on my YouTube. And the majority of them I actually end up declining because I know a lot of y'all are younger and don't have tons of money to spend. And I know that the money you do spend goes towards your animals. And I don't want to recommend something that's not going to be useful. But I'm seriously so excited about this project, and I've already used it a ton. It's super handy just to even go on walks, but I especially love it when I'm running errands. So in the simplest form, it's like a water bottle. So it's really compact, and I'll be honest, sometimes even I've drinking from it when I forget to bring my own water bottle. I love the little carrier that it has. It's super easy to transport. I'll often just put this on Coco's leash, and it's like hands out of the way. And what I do like is that it has this little bowl built in. That's a lot easier to flip up when you have both hands. But yeah, all you have to do is you flip it up. There's this little lock that you can close it or open it with. So right now I've opened it. And then once you do that, you squeeze. The water comes up. Your dog can drink. It's a great height. You can just tilt it towards them. I love that it's longer on this side, so you can tilt it all the way. And then when you're done, you just close it, dump out any extra water that your pet didn't drink, and close it back up. I also love this so much for transporting rabbits, because even just taking your rabbits to the vet, you should be providing them hay all the time, and it's really hard to provide a water source in the carrier because it's likely just going to spill and get wet and make a mess. And especially because a lot of rabbits won't drink from water bottles, I usually end up having to carry a water bowl and a separate bottle separately so I can offer my rabbits water as soon as we get out of the car. But this is super handy because it's everything in one. Okay, so let's go to Ross and test this out. And I want to see if I can find some cute products for some of my pets because I feel like it's about time they got some new stuff. Huh, Coco? Coco, you want some gifts? And also, just because I know some of y'all are really going to be curious what his cage looks like, this is it. It's a pretty simplistic design. I really do want to upgrade him, but I thought I'd show you what it is right now. I know that I usually have really extravagant setups for all my animals, but it takes me a while to get there, and I first like to get the animal, keep them in something that they're used to, try things that are tried and true, and then just my sugar gliders don't like me talking right now apparently. Well, this is my hedgehog. He's in there. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's in there. I have this plastic kite. I just have a layer of fleece over it to make it a little bit comfier. He has a bucket wheel over there that's really messy. I need to clean that. He has a little cardboard platform with a water and food bowl. I've tried some different foods out today just as a treat, but normally he just gets a little bit of the Spike's Premium Ultra Hedgehog food. Right now I also have a little bit of cut apples, pears, spinach, and I think one blueberry. So again, this is the first time he's ever gotten this. I just want to see how he'll react to it. He has a hedgehog plushie. He has some couple ping pong balls so he can push around for enrichment. He has a piece of fleece here that he can burrow under or kind of use as a blanket. Half of the cage is kind of eco-earth, and this other half is Carefresh paper bedding, and over here is kind of like a nesting area. There's quite a bit more bedding over here. He also has this tunnel that he can burrow under or go in, and he has another tunnel here, and these are ones that I've made, and I've just added a little bit of cardboard here, so if he wants to climb them, he can, but to be honest, he's just not that interested. He does have a water bottle, just if he chooses to drink from it. I don't think I've ever seen him use it, and there's ceramic heat emitter up there, and yeah, that's the cage. Very simplistic, but definitely meets the minimum. He has a fun time. I will definitely be upgrading him though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, give a like if you like this little guy, and it was great to hear from you. Be sure to comment down below. I know I haven't been able to post as often, but I'm still replying to all my comments and reading. I'm trying to keep y'all up to date on my community posts. If you do want more frequent updates from me, I have just been more active on TikTok. I know not everyone uses a platform, and I know not everyone has the app and is comfortable using it, which is fine. It's just what I've been able to do for the time I have right now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.